Yo, what's up everybody? Tara Panayota here, and in this segment I'm going to be doing the 2 cards. So what does it mean if you have a 2 birth card? Well, it's a little bit different from the aces because the aces, their motivation is about creating something new. Now the 2s, on the other hand, they're all about duality, okay? Finding balance. And usually you find that balance by finding someone else to complement you. So the 2s all have an inner desire to find someone else. So this can sometimes be seen in people just dating anyone for the hell of it, just to be with someone. It can be seen in people that they start work in partnerships. They don't work alone. Some 2s can seem quite aloof and uninterested in anybody else and uninterested in dating, but I assure you that is all a front. These people, they want someone. They want someone to complement them. Otherwise, they don't feel balanced. But what does it mean to be a 2 of Hearts birth card? Firstly, the 2 of Hearts has its own twin. Because it's a semi-fixed card, it is paired up with the Ace of Clubs. So 2 of Hearts people share many of the same characteristics of the Ace of Clubs. So I advise you to go watch that video. I'm going to post a link up here. Watch that as well because it should also relate to you. So as you're going to see in the bottom of the screen, you're going to see Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. And underneath these planets, you're going to see the life spread cards for the 2 of Hearts. So let's start with Mercury. As you know, Mercury rules our communications, our intellect, what we speak about, what we will think about even. And for the 2 of Hearts, it's the King of Hearts. So having a King of Hearts Mercury card makes you extremely charismatic. It gives you success in your speech with others. You will be able to talk yourself in and out of everything with charm. Caution from being too idealistic in love, because these people tend to be too idealistic and might expect too much out of the people they date. Now for your Venus card, you have another king. You have the King of Diamonds. Now this is also a great card, especially if you go into business that relates with women. So if you go into some kind of beauty business, some kind of home business, something where women are the feature, you would do extremely well because you have authority there. You're the King of Diamonds. You're like the master businessman when it comes to Venus related things. So you'll be extremely artsy, creative, and you have great ideas when it comes to the arts. Be careful not to spend too much on Venus related things. People can just overspend when it comes to the home, when it comes to vehicles, when it comes to women. In general, you can spend a lot of money. Now, when it comes to your Mars card, you have the 6 of Hearts. And the Mars is your passion and your drive. So when it comes to what you want to go after in life, you're going to try to stay true to yourself. You want to stay true to what you feel is your purpose in life. You don't want to stray from that just to make a buck. This also can mean that most of your relationships will be karmic in nature. But you have to be careful because having this type of aspect, what you put out, you definitely get in. So make sure if you're like going around cheating on people and having affairs, rest assured it will make itself around. It's a karma card, so be careful. But ultimately, when you have a 6 of Hearts, it just means when it comes to your relationships with others, you will want to go after attaining that balance and harmony between the 2 of you. So if someone's upset with you, you might want to you might be the first person to break the ice sort of and apologize. Make the peace. It's all about making the peace. Now for the 2 of Hearts, their Jupiter card is the 4 of Clubs. And this is a great card. It's the card of mental stability. So when it comes to finances and business dealings, you should be all right for the most part. Though with this card, slow and steady wins the race. So if you're focusing on one business, focus on that and just put all your energy into that and slowly grow it up. Try not to displace your energy too much. You'll have strong organizational ability, especially in business and finance. So if you're like a manager or something, you'll definitely know how to structure things to make things flow easier. Now be cautious with the Saturn card because you have the 2 of Diamonds, and when you're going into business in a partnership type of business, be careful. Just be extra cautious because a 2 is the pair card, right? So in Saturn, It can create burdens and restrictions from your partner. Like people you go into business with might not be giving as much as you're giving, or people aren't valuing you as much as you think they should be valuing you. This also could represent a lot of karmic relationships. Just like that Six of Hearts in Mars, this also represents that karmic nature because Saturn represents karma as well as career and work life and responsibility. You guys might see finances as being a restriction. Now with the Jack of Spades, it's a catch-22 because there's a high and low to every single card. So with the Jack of Spades, you can be extremely creative. You might be into the performing arts like singing, acting. But on the lower side of that card, it's known as a rip-off card or a thief. So you have to be cautious with coworkers especially because Uranus rules coworkers. It rules real estate. Be careful in real estate dealings. Be careful with your coworkers because they might try to like rip you off in some. But nonetheless, with this card, you're going to have a lot of creative energy. Ideas will just seemingly flow to you, usually out of nowhere. And usually they're ahead of the time. So you might come up with like some ingenious idea. Like you might even be on Shark Tank with your inventions. Who knows? But these people tend to be extremely creative and ahead of their time with their ideas. Now with the Neptune card, you have the Eight of Clubs. So you might be like interested in like foreign relations and foreign travel. With the Eight of Clubs in Neptune, you also have like a kind of like psychic healing abilities that you could heal others through your knowledge. But it gives you that mental strength in Neptune related activities. So you could be extremely intuitive. You can also be into the metaphysical type subjects. You might be interested in astrology and you'll be really knowledgeable in those fields. So guys, this was my analysis of the Two of Hearts birth card. Subscribe below and I'll catch you guys in the next video.